Going on, guys? Straw Hat Brian. We are back again, here to deliver my One Piece chapter 911 review for you guys. If you haven't read it yet, what are you doing now, man? It's time to review this chapter, you know what I'm saying? So, cover page, we gotta talk about the cover page, but we're not gonna talk about the cover page in depth because this cover story was a colored filled cover page, so it doesn't really have to do with really anything of the story, but you could analyze it and probably make some theories based off of, like, you know, the little extras that are drawn into the cover story. So, like, there's like a cat in there, and then Luffy's chasing the cat because the cat stole Luffy's tree, and everybody got bentos and snacks. Everybody has like their favorite snack and all that stuff. So what else could you possibly get from that? I don't know, but somebody's probably doing a theory on it. We're going to talk about this chapter, bro. So now that we finally going to talk about the chapter, my dude, chapters open up. The Kamainu and the Ape still fighting, and they're mixing. And Luffy's just like, he's just trying to assess, you know what I mean, his situation. He's just telling them, like, look, guys, I understand that y'all got this beef going on, and that's fine. Y'all can keep mixing, but don't damage my ship, or it's going to be a problem. And so, you know, while Luffy's still sitting there, he's trying to figure out, you know, what happened. He's recalling the events that happened before he washed up on the shore of Wano. Well, he doesn't know it's Wano yet, but he washed up on the shore of this beach, and he's like, bro, where am I? So he remembers, like, once they made it up the waterfall, and they're like, oh, snap, there's a whirlpool. Luffy's like, bro, I got this quick thinking. Like, I'm going to just launch y'all to the shore real fast. I'm going to do that. And then, after I do that, how about I just launch myself over to the shoreline, and then whatever happens to the Thousand Sunny, whatever happens to the Thousand Sunny. That was Luffy's plan. He was literally going to ditch his ship and just be like, sorry, Thousand, I'm out. It's time to peace out. Got to go with my crew, start some new adventures, you know what I'm saying? And so what happens is Luffy gets held onto, like, after he uses his gum gum balloon technique and bounces Sanji and everybody else to safety or to the shore. Then he's about to launch himself. He gets grabbed by the octopus that was acting all nonchalant and hiding on the Thousand Sunny, like, once they started entering Wano's territory. After that, you know, Luffy ends up getting washed onto the shore, and we don't know whatever happens to the octopus. You know what I mean? It could still be in the Thousand Sunny. It could be just chilling in there for all we know. We don't know. But it's there. And so Luffy watches up shore. He's like, oh, man. Well, I remember what happened. So as we can see, Luffy's kind of getting a little more intelligent, because the next thing he thinks to do is, okay, now I got to use my Viva card to find out where everybody is. But he lost the Viva card. And he knows he lost the Viva card from when he got sucked into the whirlpool. So I like that he's recognizing these things. Like, Luffy's just not, like, you know, ignorant, but he still just goes, well, oh well, gotta just keep doing what I always do, follow my instincts. And that's what Luffy's good at, you know what I'm saying? So what I don't like about that is that Oda gives pretty much every other character the need to use a Viva card. And this is twice Luffy's come across a Viva card. I had a Viva card of someone, and it's really, like, not playing any use. It's just like an item that's there. It's just like, yeah, this is just a thing in the story, and this is how, like, when they end up meeting again, this is how they end up meeting again. So it's not even, it doesn't really feel as though, like, the Viva card itself really has any importance, because it's like somehow Luffy's gonna lose it. It's gonna get burned up. Someone's or the person that whoever owns it that Luffy, like, you know, knows is gonna end up dying. He ends up, you know what I mean, ends up, you know, evaporating, or, like, you know what I mean, just turning to dust. So I don't like that. I don't understand, like, why keep giving Luffy these Viva cards and they not play a role in the story. Like, the only role they play is that they get lost or burned or destroyed somehow. So, I mean, they did play a slight role in Marineford when he went to go get Ace. Kinda. But that was it. That was really it. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just nitpicking. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to move on. So then, after that, you know, after Luffy realized, you know, he lost his Viva card, and then it turns out that someone is starting to notice that Luffy's ship and Luffy has arrived on the shore. So it could be one of Kaido's men. I don't know. Seems like one of Kaido's men. And he's like, yo, man, we got to alert the headliner. So I'm guessing like a headliner's got to be someone who like, you know, I guess encompasses the island, you know what I mean? They sail around there, making sure like there's no illegal ships that are illegally docking onto the country of Wano. That's what I believe. I don't know. I could be wrong. I didn't look it up. I don't know what a headliner is. I don't know what they do. But that's my guess. Because when we get the reveal of who the headliner is at the end of the chapter, it's pretty much what the headliner does. So, during this, you know, the person, we don't really get a name of this person. This person is like definitely a third-rate character. This person's not even worthy enough getting introduced, not even a proper name. And basically sees Luffy, reports to the headliner of what's going on, and then he's about to try and snipe Luffy like, yo, you an easy target, bro. And then Luffy, because he's already on his A game, but before he even does this, Luffy tames the you know, the baboon or the great ape or whatever, because the baboon is just like, it's just like, you know, trying to go against Luffy. It's just like, nah, bro, it's not gonna happen. And Luffy just straight up like punches dude, like senses dude like about to attack him, straight socks him, and just basically just ends dude. Like, you know what I mean, with the ease, So that was dope. But it just kind of sucks that like obviously there's a bigger fight coming, but it's just like there's always like these throwaways who can't even like really do anything in the beginning. But it's always cool to see Luffy like, you know, one-shotting people. That's always dope. But it's like, I want to see somebody do a little something and then get one shot. Like do something really cool, be like, oh, that dude's dope, and then he gets one shot and Luffy be like, come on, you gotta do more than that. Like a Bellamy. Like Bellamy looked like he was really doing something, and then he got one shot. I like that. I like things like that. You know what I mean? You gotta, not everybody can be a pushover. You know what I'm saying? We in a new world. Everybody gotta be strong. So anyway. So after Luffy straight up KOs this dude, he makes a new acquaintance. Little chibi girl, her name is Otama. So Otama, is a little girl with the ability to, you know what I mean, pull dangles off her cheeks, you know what I'm saying, and feeds it to animals. But I'm wondering, like, could she do that and eat it? And would it make her full, or would it not help, or would it not do anything? Like, and what does it taste like? Because it's made of her flesh. Is she made of dango? Is she made of sweet? Like, katakuri is made of freaking gelatin, pretty much, like mochi. So it's like what is this old time? Like, what is the dango made of? Like, you know what I mean? She just plucks that joint off her skin. I was like, I just sat there like, whoa. But we're in Wano, so even though these people eat these devil fruits, they don't even know what they do. They don't even know that they're eating devil fruits. They just call them strange fruits. It's like, yo, just ate this strange fruit, man, and now I could just do this. Like Kinemon, he could just put something on you, transform your clothing into whatever, and it's just like, oh, how'd you do that? And it's like, as long as you're wearing, you know what I mean, the clothes, it'll always be there. But like, or like the leaf or whatever. But I think the leaf disappeared. But it's like, once you remove the clothes, it's like, that's it. But anyway, all that is besides the point. So, meets Otama. She introduces herself, shows her technique to Luffy. You know what I mean? She surrendered to Luffy because she didn't want no beef. After getting kidnapped, and she explains what happened, you know what I mean? She got into a scuffle with the dude because, well, not even a scuffle, but she ran into some problems with the dude because apparently, like, she said something stupid. Like, she ended up mentioning the Kozuki clan because the guy, they was doing something, like, you know what I mean, mean and, you know, being, you know what I mean, delinquents themselves when they think that they're doing, like, a service to the people, you know what I mean? And she mentions in the Kozuki clan, be like, oh, like, once the Kozuki clan comes back, you know what I mean, you guys are going to be sorry. And then, like, that is apparently taboo in Wano. Kozuki clan, you mention, any mention of them, it seems, is taboo in Wano. That's dope. Pretty cool. And we also get more information from her that, yeah, they're on Wano, but she calls it Kuri. So I'm thinking, like how Japan is really Nippon in Japan, like, is it to, like, the world government and everyone else, it's known as Wano Kuni. But in reality, it's the homeland of Cudi. I don't know. Shot in the dark. Taking pics. I don't know. But anyway, so she offers to repay Luffy. And Luffy's like, I'm hungry. So docks Luffy's ship safely somewhere. They're going in, further inland through this forest, and they end up at this Shinto shrine that's like kind of built into this tree. It looks super awesome too, man. Like almost looks like the tree like was alive at one point. Like that's what it looks like to me. Like, so I thought that was really dope. And so she feeds Luffy this bowl of rice. Luffy demolishes it, you know what I'm saying? Typical main protagonist anime style, like 2 seconds. And then he's just like, all right, man, I need some more. And then she's just like, oh, crap. Like, we don't have more. Like, that was it. And we don't even have no sides or nothing. Like, that was it. Like, that's all I was able to offer you. And so now she's like, she doesn't know what to do. She has to step away for a minute. She's like, all right, like, I gotta go outside, like, give me a moment. And then a Tengu comes in, this dude with a Tengu mask. I'm pretty sure that's a mask. I don't think that's his real face. I'm pretty sure it's a dude with a Tengu mask. Luffy almost mistakes him as Usopp. He's like, Usa? And then Bull just straight coming at him with the rage, like, bruh, how dare you eat this rice for Otama because it is her 8th birthday, my G, or it's going to be her 8th birthday, and that's the reason why we bought the rice. I had to go into town to buy this rice, and you sit here and you ate it, bro. Like, you're disrespectful. Otama comes back in like, master, chill. Apparently, this Tengu dude's a master. Chill, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't shame me. Like, this dude saved my life. Like, don't tell him my secrets. I'm trained to be a ninja. My body needs to be strong, so don't worry about it. I don't need to eat. And then she passes out. She freaking passes out. And we find out that the reason why she passes out is she goes through, like, she fasts. That's what it seems like to me. So I'm pretty sure she probably eats, like, before the sun's up and then probably when the sun goes down. That's what I'm guessing. So Otama fasts. She eats very minimal in order to train to become a kunoichi. And I'm wondering, like, is that really a thing? Or is that something somebody told her, or is that something that she's, like, thinking because, she's obviously a child, and that's something that she just thinks is the right way to go, and it's just like, nah, bro, you don't really have to do none of that. Or is there really something in that? Because Raizo is a ninja. So I'm wondering, like, is, like, not eating for a long time, like, does that play a role? Like, is that like you just have to starve yourself to the point where hunger does not faze you? Because Raizo was strapped to that tree for like 7 days. Like, who was taking care of Raizo? That's a good point. Who was taking care of Raizo during that time when he was strapped to that tree? And if he wasn't eating? Interesting. Anyway, so Otama passes out, and we find out that also the reason why she's passed out is because she's malnourished in a way, and she's sick because, well, she's basically drinking poison. She drinks toxic water from the river, from the water that flows down the river, and the water is contaminated from the smile factories that Kaido has in Wano Kuni. Haven't seen any yet. I wonder what they look like, because they're like supposed to be, I guess, reminiscent to the smile factories that were on Dressrosa. So interested to see what's gonna happen with that. Like, what do you plan on doing with that, Oda? And it seems like every time, like, the Straw Hats get to an island, there's like these issues, like public issues, government issues, stuff like that. So now we're dealing, like, other than, like, topics of like slavery and stuff like that, now we're dealing with pollution. So I think that's really cool. I think that Oda is never gonna run out of ways to kind of like get the story, like, keep the story interesting. And it's funny, like, it's like he's bringing pollution now into the story. Like, it was drugs, you know what I'm saying? It was like withdrawal effects from taking drugs, you know what I'm saying? He's brought up, topics of totalitarianism, things like that. Like, it's just so many topics, Again, I said, like, slavery, racism, and people being prejudiced against, like, all these, subtopics that are not really like a main focal plot in the story, but it's all these subtle things that are happening in the background that you just really have to take notice. So I think that's really cool. Like, if you do these things, you do reviews like I do, it's a good thing to pay attention to those key details like that. So once Otama passes out, Luffy hears this spiel, hears this story, and then apparently, like, she's been here for some time. She's been here since she was even younger than what she is now. She's an orphan, and she's been waiting here for a pirate to come back named Ace. Why? Nobody knows. Because now that's the interesting part. What does Ace have to do with this little girl? And could it be that Ace was the person that Momonosuke met and thought was Gol D. Roger? And probably because he was so young, he just believed it was Gol D. Roger? I don't know. But now I think this is really interesting. And now I'm wondering, what kind of bonds did Ace have in Wano? And what kind of allies is Luffy going to make in Wano once people realize, like, that's Ace's brother? I don't know. And as an extra page, we got an extra page at the end of the chapter, and we find out that Basil Hawkins is the headliner. He is the headliner, Maji. Again, I don't know what this headliner does. I'm guessing it is, just surveying the perimeter of Wano territory and making sure no illegal ships are docking on their shores. That's my guess. So Basil Hawkins is the headliner, bro. And then he tells his crew, like, don't report this to Kaido just yet. I'm going to go and investigate. Now, my theory on this, what I think might happen is, yes, there's going to be a fight between Basil Hawkins and Luffy, but we're also going to get some reveal to the story on what's going on with the government and the politics of Wano. We're going to get all that from Basil Hawkins, and I think Basil Hawkins is going to strike a deal. So, on, like, how we had to wait later on to see Capone join Luffy and become an ally, I think Basil Hawkins is going to strike a deal with Luffy, basically allowing Luffy to keep doing his thing, basically trying to allow them to do their thing, and gathering troops to take on Kaido and his forces, or is going to tell him, like, he's going to destroy them from the inside and he's going to need Luffy's help. And I think there's going to be the perfect way to do it, because I think once they find out that Luffy's there, it's like, okay, now it's a different ball game, because, like, now we got 4 supernovas that's going to be on Wano Kuni, I'm pretty sure, at this given time. Scratchman Apu, we're going to have Basil Hawkins, Eustace Kid, and it's going to be Eustace D Kid. I'm calling that. He has a D in his name. That's the only other reason why I could think, like, during the Saba Udi arc, where you had Kid, Trafalgar Law, and Luffy all standing together. I think that all meant something. Like, that's the will of D right there. That's what I believe. And Law's going to be... So if you count Law, really, this is going to be 5 Ds there. So, like... Well, not 5 Ds. It's going to be 5 supernovas. So if there's going to be 5 supernovas there, it's going to be lit, bro. It's going to... Like, what? They could probably really take down Kaido. Might not even need the whole Grand Fleet. Or they might need the Grand Fleet, and then it's going to be even better. Like, the fighting is probably going to be even better. But we don't know how strong Kaido's forces really are. Like, we saw Jack was a beast, and dude was able to fight for a whole week. So who knows? This is my review of One Piece chapter 911. I'm gonna rate this chapter a solid 4 out of 5, because this joint was super dope. It was short, but it was super dope. I love this thing with Luffy. I love that there was a lot more information in the chapter if you really just analyzed every panel and all the details that's going on and everything that's going on in the background. Honestly, man, I just can't wait to see what's gonna happen next. I want to see Basil Hawkins versus Luffy. And I want to see Luffy, what is Basil Hawkins' devil fruit? That's what I'm curious about, too. I need to know, what is this devil fruit? Again, that's my review. Like the video if you like the video. Dislike the video if you dislike the video. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Hit that notification bell for more. And don't be afraid to subscribe. Help your boy out. You know what I mean? Trying to do some stuff here. Trying to make it big. So, have a good night.